Hi guys, this is Brianna Berrigan and this is my Portfolio SMART Goals presentation. So I'm going to try to cover as much as I can in a short amount of time. For my first SMART goal, I wanted to learn Photoshop for design, and basically for my internship, that's kind of the main floor for me right now is first Photoshop and working on photography. So I did somehow manage to do all of the, well, I did it because I knew I was going to have this assignment, to be honest. So I worked really hard to finish it. But I did do the Photoshop training in design. It was a pretty long course. But I did learn a lot. And I think that the hardest part for me, and something, honestly, I'm gonna end up having to go over these again. The paintbrushes, I'm kind of learning to get a feel for a little bit and how they work. Also, where is it? It's like the shape layers, I believe, yeah, the basic shape layers is something that I had a little bit of an issue with. But I am really enjoying the process. Sometimes I get a little frustrated, but having the examples does help. I also just recently got one of these guys, a Wacom tablet, and so it came in the mail, and it's like a whole nother level of trying to figure out Photoshop, but I guess it is very important for graphic design, so I'm kind of playing around with that, and I mean, I just recently was trying to do the pen tool with this pen, and it's just different. It's a different feel, but I think eventually once I get the hang of it, it's going to be a lot easier to do everything I need to for graphic design. So next, basically, I just wanted to say, these aren't all necessarily going towards my website. I did do work on my website, but a lot of this is because I'm trying to build from the ground up, that I'm trying to learn these little things so that I can have more content for my website, basically, because right now I don't feel like I have enough real work to show. So the second one was to begin playing with the camera and getting comfortable, which I did. I did go through Pinterest. Here's my board that I saved. I think the first thing I'm kind of learning is aperture and shutter speed, ISO, things like that. So lighting obviously is very important, and so I'm kind of trying to study lighting first, because otherwise it won't really matter if I know the camera or not. Photos still might not come out like they should. I did get this book here called The Flash Book. I just started reading this book, but it's a top seller, so I'm hoping that this is good. And the person I'm interning for gave me this book to look at, so I'm looking over this book, and that's all about lighting. So I'm trying not to overwhelm myself. I do feel very overwhelmed at the moment, and I think it's kind of a downfall in all of this, because yes, I'm going through all of the information, and yes, I'm doing all of the exercises, but I'm going to end up having to just really do all this so that I make sure I do a thorough job. So, I'll probably do that a few different times, read through this carefully, and start to take photos. I haven't done a photo shoot yet like I wanted to, but I will do that soon. Last, I wanted to make a creative space for myself to begin my journey. And I thought that that was really important because, like I said, I'm trying to build foundation right now, especially because I am going through a lot outside of all of this. So I want to make sure that I have the space that I need to stay focused and continue to create and not get too distracted. I wish I could take photos because I did feng shui my bedroom, but I'm not at home. I'm out of town for the next week. But I will show you the map that I used. So I actually have my bed here. You're not supposed to have your bed towards the door, so my door is actually over here. On this side I put a photo of me and my dad and me and my boyfriend. On the other side of my bed I have my jewelry and kind of like my nice little things that I have, little trinkets that I feel like do somewhat show wealth and prosperity. I also have some things that my friends gave me, little stuff. Journey, life's purpose, career, I put a little table with my paintbrushes and some paints, and I also put a really beautiful plant there so that it kind of represents growth in that way. Hopefully I did that right. And then I don't have anything for children or creativity really, because that's where like my clothes are. So I feel like I put creativity everywhere else. Knowledge and self-cultivation, wisdom and study. I do have my desk on this side of the room, kind of close to the door. And then health, family, ancestors, and inspiration. I didn't put anything here. It's kind of empty because I have my bed here. I tried not to overfill things, but I did for the most part. I also took my bed off of a stand because I had too much stuff under my bed, and you're not supposed to do that, and I moved my mattress to the floor, which I'm actually really liking. So I recommend doing that. I guess it's not for everybody, but I do like it. So I did do that, and I'm kind of proud of that. I wasn't sure if I was actually going to follow through, but it was important, and I did do it. So those are my 3 SMART goals that I did. And lastly, I just want to show that I have been working on my website just a little bit. I added a LinkedIn here, so that a link to my LinkedIn, so that people can see that I still have mostly just stuff that I've styled and photo shoots that I put together. And this I already had. I did put my contact up higher so that it's kind of like the importance of things. You know, I talked about myself, a little bit about my services, how to contact me, and then this is just extra stuff, you know, link to my Instagram. And then I also have the services page where I talk about my creative process and the services that I include. So for now, that is it. I think I covered everything that I needed to, but I do plan on taking all of this very seriously, and I am really glad that I got a chance to kind of hold myself accountable from this class, because I think if I didn't have this class right now, I would probably be falling apart. So I'm happy that, you know, I get to work on this stuff. But it's a process, and I'll get there. But thanks for watching, and good luck with everyone's graduation. Thanks.